Today we're going to be learning Day Tripper. This is a great Beatles tune and an awesome riff that I tabbed out for you. You can get a free song sheet for this by following the links below. Today we're going to not only learn the tune, but I hope you'll stick around because at the end of the video I'm going to be showing you a really simple way that you can put this riff into your own unique improvisational ideas. If you enjoy what you're seeing and receiving here from Ukulele Zen, I hope that you'll join the community by clicking the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. So let me play the riff and then I'll go over some details of the left-hand fingering to make it easier for you. The first riff is over a C7 chord, so you could ask your friend to strum a C7 chord or record yourself strumming a C7 chord and then play 2, 3, 4. I'll break it down in a minute. Join in if you want to. So that's over the C7 chord. The song next goes to an F7 chord and the riff moves up here to the F note at the 5th fret of the C string. The fingering is exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig the little variation up there. We're going to talk about that later. Let's talk about some cool things that learning this riff will do for your left hand. Now notice how my thumb works together with my left hand. I pick, I slide, and then notice how my thumb just goes right through the strings, drags through, or sweeps through the strings. Here it is all together. The next note is with your pinky. First finger, third finger, first finger, pinky, first finger. When you put it all together, it's a bit like this. Now this may be challenging you a little bit, but please don't give up. One way to make it easier is to connect with what it's like to be loose, lightly sliding along the ukulele neck. See what I'm doing? I'm just gliding my finger along, keeping it nice and smooth and the thumb nice and light. Next, I play the riff and try to keep this feeling the whole way through. And a tip that I would give would be to leave this first finger down. Take a look. See see right there, I left my first finger there so those notes are waiting for me. Now when you move up to the F7 chord, it may not seem like it's the same thing, but it is. Don't let the higher numbers or the smaller frets scare you. It's just, you gotta just go a little slower and make sure the hand stays light. Once again, this process of sliding the hand across the ukulele and keeping it light is a wonderful warm-up for your hand and puts you in touch with what it's like to be fluid with the hand. Now, one last thing to talk about before I strum and pick a little bit is how do we get from this high riff of F back down to the C? It seems like it's a lot of area to cover, but there's a tip I want to give you. Check it out. You're playing the F chord, riff. When it's finished, all you have to do is get to that open string, and as I pluck the open string, see how I moved my hand at the same time? And that movement prepares you to land where you need to be, right here at the 3rd fret. All right, so now let's put this all together. I'm gonna play just a bit of the song. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create my own little introduction by playing the C riff twice, the F riff once, and then going back to the C riff. Then I'll sing and strum a little bit. After I do all that, I'm going to share some extra tips with you about how you can begin to use this riff as vocabulary for your own bluesy improvisations. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll dig this video and I hope it's useful for you. If you like what you're seeing here, please click the subscribe button. Pretty soon I'm going to have a Patreon page up, so hope you'll join the community there. Thanks so much. Let's riff. C7. Here we go. F, C. Got a good reason for taking it easy way out. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out now. She was a day tripper, one-way ticket, yeah. It took me so long to find out. I found out. Riff. She's a big teaser. She took me half the way there now. She's a big teaser. She took me half the way there. She was a day tripper, one-way ticket, yeah. It took me so long to find out. I found out. Riff. So it's a really cool sound to play this riff, and you can try this with your friends. Okay, so now some quick improvisational tips. Number one, draw a diagram of the ukulele neck and draw out with dots where are the notes you're playing. You want to be able to see them very clearly so you don't have to guess where your fingers go. Now next is to listen to the rhythm of the riff and how there's a little bit of a pause or some punctuation in it. It's kind of the first part of it, and then it stops here, and then there's another part. So you could say this riff has 2 or 3 parts to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out in some different areas of the riff, repeat it, and change the rhythm. Here I go. So I'm using the vocabulary of the riff, and I'm just changing the order of things. Another thing that's really good to do is to use this idea of AAB. You play something once, you repeat it, or at least get close to repeating it. It's never exactly the same, and that's good if it's not. The third time you complete the story. So here is A. Finish the story. I'll do it again. Part A, part A. B. Okay, I know I was going a little fast there, but does your ear hear what I'm doing? You're creating order and continuity in your improvisation ideas by first using one idea, then you repeat it or mimic it kind of closely, and then the third part, B, you do something entirely different and wrap up your story. Now I'll give you one more example. I'm going to start at this part of the riff and watch what I do with AAB. Here I go. 2, 3, 4. Okay? Simple ideas, I know. You know, we're not trying to like play a million notes. You want to tell a story. You don't want to have somebody tell you a story and have it come out as blah, 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 filling up all the space. When you hear somebody speak that way, it's hard to understand them, and sometimes people's eyes will glaze over because what is he talking about? But if you speak clearly, boy, that will really impact people's ears. When you're changing rhythms, make sure that you mimic speech. Da, 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 do, da, 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 do. These are all concepts I'm going to be going into more and more with improvisation lessons, and I'll be offering those through my Patreon page, so please click on the link below. It might already be there. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you watching, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Go forth and jam.